Whether you're a local planning your next adventure or a tourist planning your next Las Vegas trip, you're gonna wanna watch this video because I'm gonna tell you all of the fun things that you must do in Las Vegas. My name is Olga. I'm a real estate agent here in Las Vegas. I've lived here for over 10 years, and in today's video, I'm gonna talk about the 10 things that you must do in Las Vegas in 2024. Activity number one, you must go see a show at the Sphere. I want to tell you a little bit about the Sphere because there is just nothing else like it. The project for the Sphere has been a long time coming as it broke ground in 2018 and had a pause during the COVID-19 pandemic, and it officially opened in September of 2023. The Sphere has 18,600 seats, and it also can fit up to 20,000 people for standing room. The outside of the Sphere is completely covered with LED screens. There's oftentimes really cool graphics. People are taking photos of the Sphere all the time. You could see it from the plane when you're flying into Las Vegas. It is just absolutely stunning. But it's not just the outside of the Sphere that is impressive. The inside of it is just as impressive, if not more. It is also covered with LED screens on the inside. So anytime you're watching a show or a concert, it is a completely immersive experience because the LED screens wrap all the way around the Sphere, and the stage of the Sphere is right in the middle of it. The screens on the inside are 16K resolution, which amounts to 1.2 million LED light bulbs. The total cost to build the Sphere was $2.3 billion, which makes it the most expensive entertainment venue ever built in Las Vegas. When the Sphere opened in 2023, they kicked off their musical residency with U2 that have about 40 shows. In 2024, U2 is back, and they also have a couple other music residencies already scheduled. Fish and Dead Forever, not really my genre of music, but I'm patiently waiting. If you're not really into seeing those musical acts, they do have an amazing show called Postcard from Earth that has raving reviews, and it is one of the most spectacular places to see a show like that. So it's a must, add it to your list. While the Sphere is not equipped to host sporting events like basketball or hockey, it is equipped to host ring events, including UFC, and they actually announced recently that there is gonna be a UFC event happening at the Sphere later this year. The Sphere is a little bit pricey of an experience, so I don't even wanna imagine how much those tickets are gonna cost, but it might be worth it. All in all, the Sphere is absolutely a bucket list worthy item, and that must be added to your Las Vegas itinerary in 2024. Okay, moving on to activity number two, and this is one of my personal favorite things to do here in Las Vegas, and that's attend a Golden Knights game at T-Mobile Arena. I know I talk a lot about the Golden Knights in my videos, but to be fair, the Golden Knights are super fun to watch, and I would definitely be remiss if I didn't add them to the list. And I know what you're thinking. You might be like, okay, well, I have hockey at my hometown and I've been to a couple games. I think I'm good. Well, think again. Hockey in Las Vegas is unlike hockey anywhere else in the country, or dare I say, even in the entire world. Sure, the hockey fandom might be stronger in places like Toronto or Montreal, but the hockey game day experience here in Las Vegas is unmatched simply because of the entertainment value that you get when you go to watch a Knights game at T-Mobile Arena. I will say Vegas does it right when it comes to hockey. One of the big reasons why the energy at the Golden Knights games is so amazing is because the stadium is located right on the Las Vegas Strip, and people are walking to the game from all of the casinos. They're piling in, they're walking with their drink. There's gift shops all along the way where you can get Knights gear. And by the way, I will say that Knights gear is just on point. The colors, the styles. I mean, I just bought a fuzzy jacket last year that I'm absolutely obsessed with. So, you know, everything from the gear to the experience of being at the games is unmatched. During the intermissions, they'll often have a DJ playing, they'll do different contests, they'll have the dancers out there. They do a lot of really fun things where they get fans on the Jumbotron, so everyone gets dressed up, they dance, they love to feature kids, so kids are super hyped up at the games. They try to get on the Jumbotron. I personally love to get on the Jumbotron as well. It's a really fun activity. They also spotlight locals, tourists, everyone. They just get the crowd going and they get everyone hyped up. And there is just no way that anyone is walking out of T-Mobile Arena after watching a Knights game without being a Knights fan. On a side note, I've also found it that a lot of the opposing team's fans are super nice. I think a lot of them are from Canada, which does make sense because Canadians are insanely nice. I love my Canadians. Shout out to all the Canadians out there. On top of all of the entertainment value and all of the strip energy that goes into the Golden Knights games, the team is actually amazing. Year one, they made it to the Stanley Cup finals, and then just last year, they won the Stanley Cup, and the whole city absolutely went bonkers. They had a parade going through the Las Vegas Strip. The Knights players were chugging beers on their floaties that were driving through the strip. The fans were just having the best time. And this team has just absolutely brought the Las Vegas community together, unlike any other team has in the past. And everyone loves the Knights, everyone's a Knights fan, and this Vegas-born team is an absolute must to add to your Vegas itinerary. Okay, so sticking with the theme of sport, activity number 3 is watching sports at Stadium Swim inside the new Cirque Casino. Stadium Swim is unlike any other venue to watch sports in the entire world. What makes Stadium Swim so unique is the high definition TV screens that they have there. They're 40-foot tall and they're bigger than most sporting arenas. Not only are the TVs 40 feet tall, they stretch 143 feet diagonally. I mean, it is one humongous TV. 6 pools, swim-up bars, 30 plus cabanas, 30 plus daybeds, lounge chairs all around. And even if you don't want to pay for a seat, there's always room in one of the many pools that Cirque has. The entry into Stadium Swim is usually pretty affordable. It's around $30 to $60. Again, the pricing does actually depend on the sporting day and what type of events are happening. So sometimes it does fluctuate. Stadium Swim is pretty easy to get into usually, but if it's a really big NFL Sunday or a college football Saturday, you're definitely gonna want to make reservations in advance. And be sure to leave your kids at home for this one because it is a 21 and over venue. Okay, so we've been partying a lot with the last 3 activities, so let's slow it down for this one and do something a little bit more chill. Number 4 activity is antiquing or thrifting in the Arts District. The Arts District is home to so many really cool antique shops. There's practically one on every corner of this neighborhood. And in those shops, you could find really cool old school Vegas memorabilia. There's vintage clothes, records, art, and really anything and everything that you could find. If you get tired from shopping, there's tons of amazing restaurants and breweries and bars in the Arts District. So if you're tired, you're shopped out, take a break, have a beer at one of the local breweries, grab a bite, and continue on with your day because the Arts District has so much to offer and it attracts locals and tourists alike. So it's a really fun vibe out there. I spend a lot of my time in the Arts District on the weekends. One of my favorite coffee shops is in the Arts District. It's called Vesta. Definitely worth checking out. They have the best breakfast tacos on the weekend. So definitely make the Arts District a pit stop on your next Las Vegas trip. One of my favorite things about hanging out in the Arts District, and partially why I spend a lot of time there, is it reminds me of old school Vegas. Between all of the antique shop and all of the graffiti art, all of the amazing photo spots, it just really gives me the best feeling to be there. It reminds me of the old school Vegas. And while I definitely did not live in Vegas back in the day, because I've only been in the city for about 10 years, but I really romanticize the old school Vegas, watching it in movies, films, and just that old Vegas mobster vibes. I just love it all, and I love to walk the streets of the Arts District and just picture myself as living in the Vegas before it was the new and shiny Vegas that it is today. You know, Elvis Presley days, Vegas. I will say be careful, do not get too boozy when you are walking the streets of the Arts District because all of the wedding chapels are located just a couple blocks away. I mean, it's a little dangerous. You don't want to pull a Britney Spears, so just watch out. Okay, we've been partying, we've been shopping, we've been drinking, we maybe got married somewhere along the way, but we're now gonna be healthy and we're gonna go on a hike. Activity number 5 is hiking the Red Rock Canyon. Located out west past Summerlin, the Red Rock Canyon has a 13-mile scenic drive, trails, camping, and so much more. Red Rock Canyon has a ton of hiking trails ranging from easy to moderate to strenuous, and there's definitely a trail out there for everyone. Calico Hills is one of the popular hikes at Red Rock Canyon, and it is a moderate hike, and you can do it in about 1.5 to 3.5 hours. If you're looking for a shorter hike, you can hike to the Petroglyph Wall in about 30 minutes. This hike has a difficulty rating of easy. Even if you're not coming to Red Rock Canyon with all of your camping gear and your hiking boots and your tents, you could still come out here, you could still enjoy an easy hike, and you could take in all of the beautiful scenery that is out here at Red Rock Canyon. Moving on to number 6, and that's seeing a Cirque Du Soleil show. A staple here in Las Vegas. Doesn't matter what show you see, there's so many options. There's new shows coming out all the time. They're all amazing. And if you're local, don't forget, you do get locals discounts on Cirque Du Soleil shows, so make sure you check into that. And it's a must. These performances are absolutely amazing. These performers are such professionals. One of my favorite Cirque du Soleil shows here in Vegas is Michael Jackson 1. I've actually been to it a couple times. I recently took my mom and her good friend to a show, and we just had the best time singing all of the songs. Also, while not Cirque du Soleil, one of the newest shows that's home to Vegas is Awakening. It's Inside the Wind, and I also recommend that one as well. One of my favorite things about Cirque du Soleil, and one of the most impressive things in my opinion, is you're gonna see these people do things that you may have never seen before in your entire life. The acrobatic, the dancing, the jumping off trapezes, and all the different elements that go into Cirque du Soleil show. It is so well done, so well executed here in Las Vegas, and these performers are just true professionals. So it's always fun to go see something that is so different than everyday life. And if you are a tourist visiting Las Vegas, what's really cool is Cirque du Soleil shows are super accessible. There's a show every day of the week, and the shows are actually spread out all over the strip. So if you're staying South Strip, middle of the strip, or north of the strip, you're likely going to be able to walk to at least one Cirque du Soleil show in a pretty short amount of time. For number 7, we're going back to the Arts District to do something that you can't do every day, but something that you can do every first Friday of the month. For First Friday, they block off some of the streets downtown, and they bring in food vendors, artists, beverages, music, local craftsmen. Think of it as a farmer's market, but with a Vegas flair. It starts at 5 p.m. and goes until 11 o'clock at night. It is a really fun way to gather. A lot of people walk around, they bring their kids, their dogs, they have drinks as they check out all of the different booths. And a lot of the people who come to First Friday are locals, so it does help with that community building aspect. As I've talked in past videos, Vegas really does work hard to have that community element. You know, what some people might think is a transient city, but there are activities like First Friday that bring locals together, and they love it. It's something that I really look forward to attending all the time. And as a tourist, I think it's a really fun thing to do, to see how Vegas locals spend their time and just to feel the vibes. While First Friday is definitely mostly attended by locals, as a tourist, I think it's a really fun activity to attend if you are here on the first Friday of the month. Come for a couple hours, see what it's all about, meet some Vegas locals, and enjoy your time. There is no cost to attend First Friday. It's free, so come on out, check it out, hang out, and even if you only stay for an hour or two, you're just a short walk away from a lot of restaurants and breweries and bars, and just in general, the Arts District is a really fun place to hang out. Moving on to number 8, and this actually is not an activity that Vegas is known for, but it definitely should be, and that is visiting a speakeasy. With so many in-your-face bars with loud music and flashing lights, and it's actually really fun to go to one of these speakeasies and tuck away and experience how different it is in one of those rooms than the rest of the outside world in Las Vegas. One of the coolest and one of my favorite speakeasies is inside the Cosmo, and it's right in front of the Henry restaurant, which is a place that I really like to go to as well. It's the Barbershop Cuts, and it definitely does not look like anything besides a barbershop until you start to see people lining up outside of the barbershop. And you might be wondering, why are these people lining up? Are they getting a haircut? No, there is a speakeasy behind the barbershop. I'm actually not quite sure what the name of the speakeasy even is, but if you go to the Cosmo and you go to the barbershop and you line up outside of the velvet rope, someone will come and get you. Another favorite speakeasy of mine, also inside the Cosmo, is called Ghost Donkey. Ghost Donkey is located on the food court level of the Cosmo. It's not very easy to find, but if you make your way over to the food court and ask around, you'll definitely be pointed in that direction. I personally really love Mexican drinks, Mexican food. I love margaritas, I love mezcalitas, and Ghost Donkey has nachos on the menu, has a small food menu, has amazing mezcal drinks, tequila drinks. So it's definitely at the top of my list. A place that I've never been to myself, but I wanted to add to this list, is called The Lock. It's located inside the Horseshoe. The way to get into this bar is by solving a mini escape room puzzle and then calling the bar's locksmith for entry. If you go, let me know in the comments how you like it and if you're able to solve that escape room puzzle. And it's probably good that they're having you solve this puzzle on your way in before you go in and start drinking, because if it was to get out, I don't know, you might be spending the night, which would be kind of fun, I think. You know, you just hang out, no commute to your hotel room, just keep on drinking. You know, let me know. Let me know if anyone does this. Another speakeasy, also in the Cosmo, is called the Ski Lodge, and it's located inside a really cool restaurant called Super Frico. Speaking of Super Frico, if you are in Vegas and you're looking for a dinner and a show, that is definitely a restaurant I would recommend making a reservation at. Moving on to number 9, and this is something that people probably don't think we have here in Las Vegas, and that's ice skating. Around the holidays, you'll start to see ice skating rinks popping up around the city. Two of the most notable ones are one at the Cosmo, and that one has the most epic view of the Las Vegas Strip, and the other one is in downtown Summerlin. While we don't have snow here in Las Vegas or the Four Seasons, this is a really fun way to get in the holiday spirit, get out there, put your Christmas sweater on, get your kids out there, bring your friends, have some hot chocolate, and this is really our one chance here in Las Vegas to enjoy the winter activity of ice skating. If ice skating isn't really your thing, don't write off Vegas during the holidays just yet, because it is an absolutely amazing place to be during the holidays, and that's why I'm gonna make this number 10, getting into the festive spirit in Las Vegas during the holidays. Let me just start by saying that there are so many festive things to do in Las Vegas around the holidays. From the glittering lights at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, to the Bellagio Botanical Gardens, holiday decor, to festive pop-ups all around the different neighborhoods of the city. I actually went to one last year. It was at the Resorts World, and they created a holiday Christmas village right outside Resorts World, where they had local vendors, they had wine, they had beers, and you walked around and just looked at the pretty lights all around. And I definitely felt like it was Christmas. It was the holidays, and Vegas was doing it right. Some clubs do this really fun thing as well, where they put a dome and they have a little table inside a dome, so when it gets cold, you can still go out and you could still have drinks, but in winter Las Vegas style. The Fremont Street Experience, which we love, they go all out for the holidays as well and make that super festive experience for locals and tourists alike. The holiday time frame is usually a time in the past when I would leave Las Vegas and visit my mom up in Oregon, or we would go visit my husband's family in the Midwest. But in recent years, we've started staying in Las Vegas for the holidays, for Christmas, for New Year's, and this city feels absolutely magical during that time of year. And I just really love Las Vegas during the holidays. It's a beautiful time of year. If you do find yourself coming to Las Vegas in December, I highly encourage you to check out all of the festive activities that go on around the city during that time. So there you have it, folks. Those are my top 10 things that you must do in Las Vegas when you come to visit in 2024. And if these 10 things have gotten you fired up and they have you thinking, maybe I should move to Las Vegas, well, your girl can help. I'm gonna drop my number right here, so feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text. I'm also gonna have some more information down below about how to get a hold of me, and I look forward to seeing you in Las Vegas. And please leave a comment and let me know if you end up doing any of these things on your next Las Vegas trip. And thank you so much for watching my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.